Hello, hello. How's everybody doing in the chat? Hey, DJ, how's it going? Thank you for coming through. Hello. Oh, let me turn this off. Hey, DJ, how's it going? Thank you for coming through. Hello. Oh, let me turn this off. I forgot to turn off this phone. I was doing something, but I was keeping up with what's going on in the chat. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? So we have an update. Wow. So yesterday's triple stabbing. Let me pull up the update. All right. So this is a tribute paid to mother, to everyone that was unalived in Manchester stabbing. Okay. This is the woman right here. Yeah, everything's good. This is the woman, the 43-year-old. Her name is Alberta Obenium. I think that's how you say her name. I hope that's correct. All right. A care worker who was unalived in a triple stabbing that left her daughter and her husband in critical condition. So this was a family of 3. has been described as a mother to everyone. Alberta, 43, passed after an attack at the family home in Gorton, East Manchester, at about 11:20 p.m. on Sunday. Her daughter, so 11:20 p.m. their time would be, let me see, 5:20 p.m. my time Central. Her daughter, 17, and her husband is 64, are in the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Great Manchester police said a 22-year-old man had been arrested, and the early indications were that they were known to the victims, that he was known to the victims, excuse me. The force said the stabbing was being treated as an isolated incident. Armed police attended the address on Barnard Road, where they found Alberta, I'm just going to say her first name when I say it, in the road with serious injuries. The mother of 4 passed at the scene. That's horrible. 3 forensic tents were in place on Monday morning, one outside the property, another in front of the garden, and the third in the road. Alberta, a care worker, was described as a powerful and inspirational woman by friends who laid flowers at the scene. Wow. Abu, I don't know how to say his name, his first name. Oh my goodness, this thing moved. Let me see if this is a video now. No, it's not a video. Sorry. Where'd it go? A family friend told the Manchester Evening News that Alberta was a member of the city Guyanese community. He said she always talked to people and was a mother to everyone. She was always laughing. Wow, that's so sad. A colleague who did not give her name, said all Alberta's co-workers were in shock. She told the newspaper, "I want to let her family know she was loved. Her family probably didn't realize how much the girls," her colleagues she's talking about, "do appreciate her. I don't think anybody would have a bad word to say about her. She was lovely, very nice, and she was well loved at work." Guys, that is so sad. Let me see if they have anything else on here. Commenting on what Alberta was like as a colleague, she said she was a laugh. She was funny. I would nonstop laugh with her. The people we used to care and love, the people we used to care for loved her. So because she was a caretaker, so the people that she cared for would love her as well. I was nonstop laughing with her. She was amazing. The people were cared for, really loved her. She'd be missed. She'll be missed. Sorry. I guess that would be Detective Stupp, Toby Facey of the GMP said, "We understand the local community and further afield across Greater Manchester will be rightly shocked and concerned after walking up and hearing this tragic news this morning. Our thoughts remain with those affected and their loved ones at the difficult time. We are doing all we can do to support them." Within minutes of the calling being made, our officers were at the scene and the arrest had been made. An investigation had been launched, and we are in very early stages of our inquiries. We have had detectives on the ground who have been working throughout the night trying to get to the bottom of what had happened and why. He appealed for members of the public to come forward with any information about the incident by contacting the police on 101. Okay, so this is her. Sorry, I haven't gone over there, so I don't see who's in here and who's not in here. Let me come back here. This is her right here. Yep. This is her. Okay. Sad. Okay. And then we have another situation we're going to be talking about. Let me see if this is a video. Y'all can see a video maybe. So he's in his 20s. Nope, he's 20, 22. The one that did that was 22. And this is a whole nother situation. I didn't even see this one. No, let me see. This is another one, you guys. Okay, so I didn't see this one. This was a month ago. Hey, get to know. How are you? Okay, this is another one. Okay, this one I'm gonna have to put my what you call it up. This is something I did not know. This is something that just popped up. All right, I don't know how many people in the UK know about this. I just got this one. Okay, so this is a 26-year-old suspect of a triple unaliving arrest in UK. Got arrested in the UK, y'all. Okay, let me bring it out. Here we go.
Tonight, the suspect in a triple murder suspected of wielding a crossbow is in custody. The suspect, 26-year-old Kyle Clifford, now in hospital after allegedly carrying out what police are calling a targeted attack. It happened in this normally quiet, leafy neighborhood 20 miles north of London, which is now the scene of the triple murder investigation. The victims, all women, and all are believed to belong to the same family, according to police. The BBC has identified them as Carol, Hannah, and Louise Hunt, the wife and daughters of British sports commentator John Hunt. They were found in a home on Tuesday night and died shortly after police arrived on the scene. Authorities believe the suspect was known to the victims and believe that in addition to a crossbow, other weapons may have been used. In the end, Clifford was located in a London cemetery near his home, with police stressing that no shots were fired, though the suspect was found with injuries. Schools had gone into lockdown and members of the public were urged not to approach the suspect.
We've can't remember a murder in our rather quiet neck of the woods.
Homicides by crossbow are rare here, but there have been cases, fewer than 10 over a decade. A review of UK laws was announced after a man tried to kill Her late Majesty, Queen Elizabeth. He had attempted to break into Windsor Castle with a loaded crossbow. The suspect is now receiving medical treatment, and police say they're not looking for anyone else in connection with the investigation.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and...
Wow. Let me see something here. Oh, there's always something going on. I'll give you guys. Let me see. I was trying to see if they had a date for that. Let me check it. Hold on. I didn't know about this one. I don't know how many of you guys heard about that. A month ago, they don't have a date on here. Hold on, I got a date. Give me a second. July 10th. This was reported July 10th. Let me see when it happened. Well, they actually reported a month ago, so it probably happened in that time frame, the 10th, the 9th. It doesn't have an exact date on there. I don't know. Okay, so now we have another. This one doesn't have to do with an aliving, but it is, I believe, to be in the UK. I can't stay long. I have a couple of doctor appointments. Well, I hope you feel better. I hope everything goes well at the doctor's office. Thank you for coming through. Get to know. Thank you. Pray for you. Okay, so let me share this one. All right, hold on to me. You know, it takes a second for this to load up. Okay, here we go. All right, so this one is on water. I don't know if it's the UK or not. Hey, together, how are you? Thank you for coming in. This is it's called the Bayesian Yacht latest body recovered. Yeah. Hello, Ashley. How are you? Water. They're about to show a ship. So they found a body in the water, I believe. It says near sunken Sicily yacht, believed to be of the chef Ricaldo is Recaldo Thomas.
Underlines.
Okay. All right, let me go ahead and play that.
Called Master of the Universe. By the late 1980s, he had already started his company. His first one, it was underway, and he went out and started 4 more, and one of them was Autonomy. And Autonomy was a firm that specialized in looking at streams of undifferentiated data, unstructured data, and selecting out important pieces of information from it. And he ran it for 15 years and then caught the attention of Silicon Valley giant Hewlett Packard. And HP offered $11 billion to buy Autonomy, which gave Mike $800 million personally on the sale. And it looked like the perfect classic ending of a hot young company. Well, a year later, HP decided, you know, we don't think this was worth what we paid for it. We think we've been getting
in their cabins at about 4:30 a.m.
out and started 4 more. And one
he was tried for fraud in the US after.
And Mike Flynn.
Mark Lowen is in Sicily. He gave us this update.
Well, the search resumed at about 6:30 a.m. local time here in Sicily, with divers trying to access the wreckage of the Bayesian super yacht, which is currently about 50 meters underwater on the seabed, and they are fearing that they will find bodies trapped inside the wreckage of the Bayesian super yacht. The Italian media have named the missing, not just Mike Lynch, as you mentioned, the British tech tycoon, and his 18-year-old daughter Hannah, who was due to study at Oxford University, but also Chris Morvillo, a lawyer at Clifford Chance, a lawyer indeed who acted for Mr. Lynch in a case that was brought by the US authorities in which he sold his tech company to Hewlett Packard, and he was tried for fraud and cleared of all charges. The wife of Mr. Morvillo has also been named by the Italian media as missing, his wife Nada. The president of Morgan Stanley International, the investment bank, Jonathan Bloomer, and also his wife Anne. The body that was pulled from the water yesterday was confirmed as the body of the chef Ricardo Thomas, a Canadian-born chef with Antigua nationality. Now, we're also hearing from meteorologists that there was a 4-day weather alert that had been in place because of the intense storms that had struck this area of the Mediterranean following searing heat, and that had raised the temperature of the water to about 30 degrees, which is higher than normal, and it had basically amplified the risk of extreme weather events, which indeed appear to have happened with this water spout, a tornado-like spiral, a kind of column of air and water that engulfed the Bayesian super yacht, broke its mast and forced it to capsize. And we understand that those who were who were caught up in this tragedy were sleeping in their cabins at about 4:30 a.m. when the tragedy hit. The survivors are still being treated in hospital, some of them, and others have been moved to a local hotel. They are in good condition, but it appears that this was indeed a freak weather accident that engulfed this ship.
That's Mark Lowen in Sicily.
Okay. Lord have mercy. All right, let's see what else they have in the UK. So the 17-year-old and the 64-year-old, her father and daughter, well, the mom, like I said, she passed. The 43-year-old had passed on at the scene, but with the 17-year-old and the 64-year-old are still fighting for their life. That's the update on that. So they're saying that she begged for her life, you guys, before she was unalived. Hey, Renegade, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I'm going to share that video with you guys. It's so sad.
Terrified mum allegedly begged for her life as she was brutally stabbed to death while hiding in a neighbour's garden. The woman, 43, screamed, help me, please," as she desperately tried to flee her attacker after he had knifed a man in the street outside her home. He also allegedly repeatedly stabbed a 17-year-old girl who has been left fighting for life, along with a 64-year-old man. Shocked locals told of a triple horror on Sunday night, which has rocked their close-knit community in Gorton, on the outskirts of Manchester. The mother of four, 43, a carer, has been named locally as Alberta Obenim. Keelan Sands told how he was alerted to the mayhem after hearing piercing screaming as he was watching TV in bed. He said residents' hearts go out to the mum, who was known for her kindness and religious spirit. She was pronounced dead at the scene. A cordon remains at the scene in Barnard Road and a neighbouring street with 3 forensic tents visible. A 20-year-old man arrested on suspicion of murder remains in custody.
Let me see if they have anything else on it. I'm trying to get information for y'all. So that was 4 hours ago. That was reported. Let me see what else they have for you guys. That's a day ago. I'm trying to find something up to date. Let me see if they show the man that was arrested. Let's see. This one shows. Might be the same information. I'm not sure. So this was 23 hours ago. Give me a second. I need to find something real quick here. Give me a second. Ashley Styles. I know you're a guy. What is funny? Can you explain to me what's funny? Because this situation is definitely not funny. Who are you, Ashley? Other than you sitting here laughing, there's nothing funny about what's going on in the UK. You could see yourself out, or I could show you out, whichever one you want. I mean, what I said about my U.S. manager. Great. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Ashley. I just want to make sure, because when I'm talking about something serious and somebody's laughing in the chat, to me is just being disrespectful. But I'm glad you did explain that. All right. Here we go. I'm sorry if you're going through some things. I hope everything gets better for you. Okay, so this is another video.
A 22-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of murder after a triple stabbing in Greater Manchester. The incident left a woman dead and 2 others fighting for their lives. Greater Manchester police said a 17-year-old girl, a 43-year-old woman, and a 64-year-old man were stabbed at a property on Barnard Road in the Gorton area near Longsight at around 11:20 p.m. on Sunday. The woman died at the scene, while the 2 others were taken to hospital with injuries which are thought to be life-threatening, the force said. Police say the suspect is understood to have been known to the victims. Local officers will remain in the area and are making inquiries. Police are appealing for dashcam footage and witnesses, especially anyone who is in the area near to Barnard Road at around 11 p.m.
Same information. I don't have, like, they're not giving us like main updates on what's going on. Let me see if there's anything new in the UK at all, instead of about the triple. Let me see. Mm-mm. 3 days ago. No, not yet. Not yet. Ashley Styles, are you in the UK? I don't know if she's in the UK or not. Let's see. I have not found anything new. Already did that one yesterday, so that's definitely not it. Trying to find it, y'all. I'm trying to find it. There's nothing going on. Nothing new so far. But my UK people, when they come in, they're going to give us some more updates if there's anything new going on. And by the way, I did get, God bless, I got the video you sent me, the comedian, but I can't share it on here because I'm pretty sure she would not appreciate it. Yeah, there's nothing new going on. Nothing at all. Thank God for that. Hey, JC, how are you? Drake and Ice Spice. Look, don't come in here with that. Yeah, noon here. One's ongoing. I'm sorry, Ashley. I am so sorry. You guys are going through a lot. I am so sorry. JC over here. Yeah, he's talking about the clue that we did, the game yesterday. Yeah. Hello, Howard. How are you? So did you guys hear about the woman, the one that was unalived yesterday or the night before? Because today is what? Is today Monday or Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. So on Sunday, the one that was unalive on Sunday. And then with the 17-year-old daughter and that 64-year-old man, that's the husband and wife and daughter. Her name is Alberta. Then he mentioned the 17-year-old's name, and then he mentioned the dad's name. But they are in critical condition still. They're still being, cared for in the hospital. But the mom, like I said, she had passed on the scene. She's a caregiver. She's a caregiver. Yeah, I know it's Tuesday all day. With all these cases and everything, it's just my days are like everywhere. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's why we took a break yesterday and we had a little game time to take our minds off of everything that's going on. Let me put some music on because it's too quiet. I usually put the music on first, and I don't know how I forgot to put the music on. There we go. That's better. Do you guys have anything? I looked and I don't see anything other than what happened Sunday. Let's see. I'm fairly convinced. A lot of violence. Wow. Hello, Armando. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Hello, Kane. How are you? Thank you for coming in. So they had another, I don't know if you heard about this, Armando, but they had another stabbing on Sunday. My time, 5:20, which is Central. Their time, it was 12:20 at night. And it was a 43-year-old Alberta. Her name's Alberta. The husband and the daughter were also stabbed. They were all stabbed, but the 43-year-old passed on scene. And the 17-year-old girl and the 64-year-old husband are in critical condition in the hospital. So, life-threatening condition, injuries. Hello, Heike. How are you? Which one? The one on the on my text message? Because I didn't get any videos on my text message. They're all screenshots. At least that's what they look like, screenshots. Undercover cop on Downing Street protest being caught. What? Wow. Oh, the metro station. It wasn't a video for me. Hold on. Let me look at it again because it didn't look like a video. Yes, they do. Yeah, it's on my end. They're showing as screenshots. Yeah, I did read that part. Yeah, that's horrible. Chilling video shows violent attack on woman at the LA metro station. Yes. And he threw her at the oncoming traffic. That's crazy. Oh, you could have sent it to me, sent me the video. I'm not going to share it on here. I would want to see it, but, you know. I've seen horrible videos. Trust me, believe. I know that's going to be one of the horrific ones. Like yesterday, I was watching a security guard throw a woman on the ground like she was just a bag of trash. Yeah. I'm not even going to show that video because they showed it. I don't even know how the news ended up showing it, but they showed the whole thing where the guy picked her up and threw her down like a bag of trash. Yes, she was a caregiver. Let me show you a picture of her. This is the woman right here. That's her. That's the 43-year-old mother. Life was taken away. Let me remove that so y'all can see her real good. Her. This woman right here was taken away. She got unalived by a 22-year-old guy. They got him in custody, but the fact that she's not alive anymore is the sad part. And then I look for updates. I don't see any new updates. I don't know why. They have nothing going on. And then they send me like the God bless Daryl and others as well. Send me send me emails to let me know what's going on over there. But I'm not seeing anything right now for myself. What is this? What's going on? Hold on, let me see. Updates in the UK. It says new UK immigration changes 2024. ILR citizenship updates and settle status. I don't know what they mean by that, but okay. I guess they're trying to say they're going to change some things up over there. Hopefully they do, whatever the problem is, and hopefully it'll resolve whatever's going on over there in the UK. Oh, wow. This was 3 days ago. I'm going to share this with you guys. This is about the Mpox. All right, this is about the Mpox, you guys. Just saying. Okay, thank you. Let me show you this real quick, and then I'll go ahead and share that with you guys, the email she sent me. Give me a second. All right, you guys, this is about the Mpox. Be ready.
Now, medical experts are warning it's quite likely there are already UK-based cases of the new Mpox strain that's causing concern amongst global health officials. The new, more transmissible strain has caused nearly 600 deaths in Africa, but elsewhere, only Sweden and Pakistan have so far confirmed cases. Medicine's Professor Paul Hunter says the complexity of testing means it is still hard to tell the true scale in the UK.
When somebody gets an infection, it can take several days before they develop the classic appearance that would make people think, oh, this is monkeypox. To confirm that, they would need to do a test and typically sampling the blister fluid. That would then go to the laboratory that would then run genetic tests to show whether or not it was monkeypox. But then to know that it was the 1B variant out of Congo, you need to do further sequencing.
Our correspondent Emma Birchley joins me now. The professor called it monkeypox. There has been renamed mpox to remove some of the stigma. But even so, there are concerns about this new strain, and it's likely here already.
Yes, and it's particularly contagious. It's been given the name Clade 1b, first emerged in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and has rapidly spread, particularly in the east of that country. But it's also gone to 16 other African countries, 17,000 cases in all. And as you said, close to 600 people have died. Now, the World Health Organization has described it as a global emergency, which needs a coordinated global response. And that also means making sure that we don't hog vaccines and tests, that those do head to Africa where they're needed. Here in the UK, overall, the risk is seen as low. And as we were hearing there, it's not yet known if there are cases here, but the planning is underway. So that means making sure that clinicians know what's out to look out for, that the rapid testing is available, and that protocols are developed to prevent transmission as far as is possible. It can be passed on through sexual contact, but also through cuddling, kissing, holding hands. So that makes it really tricky. And the kind of symptoms are also difficult to spot because they're just like flu-like symptoms in many cases: aching body, swollen glands, headaches, but also those horrible lesions we're seeing. Particularly, we've seen the pictures, haven't we, on people's hands. Now, here in the UK, we have seen cases before, and before spring of 2022, it was mainly from people who travelled to Africa. Then from May 22, actually it was being transmitted in the UK, particularly between gay and bisexual men. There was a vaccination programme to deal with that. Over 3,000 cases up to the end of that year. Since then, it's really dropped back. But now everyone on the lookout to see what the situation is likely to be here as those tests take place.
Emma, thank you.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy and Sonobello's best deal of the year? Then check out new.
Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can share it. Hold on. The video you sent me. Some content creators don't want their stuff shown. I will share it for a little bit. I've never had the C19 Pfizer shot thing or whatever. Definitely not. I don't think they even work. I think they were just getting people messed up with those. I'm not even trying to deal with all that. All right, here we go.
You can see the smile. Now, what I want you to do now is pay attention to the down and analyze it and say, well, you know what? So you're changing your story. And again, the never go-to thing
is it a video? Because it's not moving. See, he's showing pictures. He's not showing any videos. Yeah, they're not videos. They're just pictures. Wait, here we go. That's a video. Let me see if I can show that one again. With audio.
Let me see if we can find it. I'm trying to find. Let me see if we can find it. Let me see if we can find it. Should we have a look at that again? Yeah? Should we have a look at that again? So you're seeing then, they were two undercover cops getting into a. So you're seeing then, they were two undercover cops. Let me see if we can find it. I'm trying to. So you're seeing then, they were two undercover cops getting into a. Into a.
Hello, Erdem. How are you doing?
Let me see if we can find it. I'm trying to find media source 2. Got to find where this media source is. What's this media source? Move. Ah, right. I need to get rid of that one. That's the one that's saying. Right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just talking to myself. So what I am trying to find the clip. There is multiple clips. There's multiple clips and multiple angles, right? There is loads. I think personally, I proved my case. I don't need to show any of you anymore really of what we got, and there's loads. There's videos of him speaking at the police lines away from the crowd, saying, "Here they come, boys, women and children." You know, as he's getting the top out of his. That was just after Danny Tomo jumped the wall. You know, that no one else was allowed to jump over once Danny Tomo jumped over. That was, you know what I mean? Again, I don't want to know what your connection to Tommy Robinson is. I don't give a flying fuck. I want to know what your connection to with Danny Tomo and what brought you to lead that demonstration today with all those people. That you come from freedom, not, you know, you didn't. Go over to sub his new channels, London. Hang on, let me see what it's called. London Town. So obviously marching up and down. There's a Pacific spot. It was filmed by Busker. No, that's when he kettled. Right. Right. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. There's a. Tell me then.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that one. Hello, everybody in the chat. How's everybody doing? Thank you for coming in. Wow. Hold on, you guys. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Thank you, Armando. Hey, BJ, how are you? Thank you for coming in. 1 hour, 3 minutes section. Okay, hold on one second. Let me pull that part up. Okay, let me reshare it.
We all know, don't we? Their actions
Okay, here we go. I have it on silent because I don't want. Hey, Bolo, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Bolo. All right, I'm gonna play it once.
because we all know, don't we? Their actions speak louder than words ever can. Can't they? Guys, you know I'm not here to cause division because that is the go-to thing. I'm only here to cause division. I'm not. I'm here to ask questions, and even myself as a truth seeker, as somebody who's been around for 4 years, and I've got a following, and I don't think it's an echo chamber because we have lots of different people within my group. It's not my group, it's our group really, because we're a collective of people from all different walks of life. Because
Yeah, Ashley, if I show it clearly, I can get copyright or even worse. So I don't want this this channel to be taken down because there's a lot of information on here. A lot of people need to see. So I try to keep my channel clear of any issues. But thank you for sending me that video. Let me see if I can find anything else that's going on in the UK right now. New news. UK. Today. Latest updates. So this is the guy. I don't know if you guys know that this is the guy that was recovered. This is a picture of him. Let me take that off. So this is the guy that they recovered from the sunken Sicily yacht, believed to be Chef Ricardo Thomas. That's who that is. All right. So that's the one that I was talking about earlier. Let me see if there's anything else new. Top stories in the UK. United Kingdom news, politics, and general election. Sky News latest headlines. Let's see, that's the same thing with that one. Yeah, I don't see anything new. We're in prison. Let me see if they're going to say anything about anything changing for you guys. Any politics changing? Any laws changing? Any laws changing in the UK? I know one thing, they need to start checking these people where they're actually, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but with all these these stabbings, it's horrible. It is horrible. Okay, so this one is not what I was going to be showing. Hold on one second. Let me see. I'm looking for news, not like people talking about it. I want to see news on news. Okay, I think we got something. Give me a second. It's a quick video, so hopefully this will have enough information that'll help us with what's going on. Definitely terrible, yes. And it's been going on since the 29th for as far as I know. It's been before that, but that's when I got onto the UK, and it's horrible. Just about every daggone day. It's ridiculous. I'm going to play this regular because it's only 60 seconds anyway. All right, here we go.
To the Sun's 60-second news briefing. I'm Mike Sullivan, crime editor. The deadline for XL bully owners to apply for certificates of exemption if they wish to keep their pets has passed. From February the 1st, it would be a criminal offence to own the breed in England and Wales without a certificate. Anyone who breaches the law faces up to 14 years behind bars. The government's move to ban the breed followed a series of attacks involving XL bullies, some fatal. Under the strict legislation, breeding, selling, advertising, rehoming, abandoning and allowing an XL bully dog to stray will be illegal. In other news, if you gave up alcohol for Dry January, then you were most certainly not alone. A record 1 in 5 drinkers made the change this year. Charity Alcohol Change UK said those using its app to track a month of not drinking saved on average £118. That's it for today. For more news, head to thesun.co.uk.
Well, that's not what I was trying to show. Give me a second, guys. I thought he was going to say something about what's going on in the UK. He talking about drinking and dogs. Hold on. Gotta be something else in here for y'all. Still looking, you guys. I'm still looking. Oh, I found something, you guys. This is the BBC. I hope that this gives you guys some kind of information. Hold on, let me see. Okay. This is the king speaking. Let's see how this goes.
And members of the House of Commons. My government will govern in service to the country. My government's legislative programme will be mission-led and based upon the principles of security, fairness and opportunity for all. Stability will be the cornerstone of my government's economic policy. Every decision will be consistent with its fiscal rules. It will legislate to ensure that all significant tax and spending changes are subject to an independent assessment by the Office for Budget Responsibility. Bills will be brought forward to strengthen audit and corporate governance alongside pension investment. Securing economic growth will be a fundamental mission. My government will seek a new partnership with both business and working people and help the country move on from the recent cost of living challenges by prioritising wealth creation for all communities. My ministers will establish an industrial strategy council. It is my government's objective to see rising living standards in all nations and regions in the United Kingdom. My ministers will get Britain building, including through planning reform, as they seek to accelerate the delivery of high-quality infrastructure and housing. They will also pursue sustainable growth by encouraging investment in industry, skills, and new technologies. My government is committed to making work pay and will legislate to introduce a new deal for working people to ban exploitative practices and enhance employment rights. It will seek to establish the appropriate legislation to place requirements on those working to develop the most powerful artificial intelligence models. My government believes that greater devolution of decision-making is at the heart of a modern dynamic economy and is a key driver of economic growth, and my ministers will introduce an English devolution bill. Legislation will be introduced to give new powers to metro mayors and combined authorities. This will support local growth plans that bring economic benefit to communities. A bill will be introduced to allow local leaders to take control of their local bus services. My ministers will bring forward legislation to improve the railways by reforming rail franchising, establishing Great British Railways, and bringing train operators into public ownership. Taken together, these policies will enhance Britain's position as a leading industrial nation and enable the country to take advantage of new opportunities that can promote growth and wealth creation. My government recognises the urgency of the global climate challenge and the new job opportunities that can come from leading the development of the technologies of the future. It is committed to a clean energy transition, headquartered in Scotland. A bill will be introduced to terror powers to tackle organised immigration crime. from terrorism. My government will bring forward plans to halve violence against women and girls. My ministers will seek to raise educational standards and break down barriers to opportunity. Action will be taken to get people back in employment following the impact of the pandemic. A bill will be introduced to raise standards in education and promote children's well-being. Measures will be brought forward to remove the exemption from value-added tax for private school fees, which will enable the funding of 6,500 new teachers.
I hope so.
My government will establish Skills England, which will have a new partnership with employers at its heart.
I
And my
pray
ministers
that
will
this is
reform
what
the
needs to be
apprenticeship levy.
done.
Legislation will be introduced to give greater rights and protections to people renting their homes, including ending no-fault evictions and reforming grounds for possession. Draft legislation will be published on leasehold and common hold reform. A bill will be introduced to establish an independent football regulator to ensure greater sustainability in the game and strengthen protections to fans. My government will improve the National Health Service as a service for all, providing care on the basis of need, regardless of the ability to pay. It will seek to reduce the waiting times, focus on prevention, and improve mental health provision for young people. It will ensure mental health is given the same attention and focus as physical health. My ministers will legislate to modernise the Mental Health Act so it is fit for the 21st century. A bill will be introduced to progressively increase the age at which people can buy cigarettes and impose limits on the sale and marketing of vapes. My ministers will also legislate to restricted advertising of junk food to children, along with the sale of high caffeine energy drinks to children. A draft bill will be brought forward to ban conversion practices. My government will take steps to help rebuild trust and foster respect. Legislation will be brought forward to introduce a duty of candour for public servants. A bill will be introduced to establish a statutory Armed Forces Commissioner to act as a strong, independent champion for our gallant armed forces and their families. Legislation on race equality. My government will strengthen its work with the devolved governments in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, so that the best outcomes possible are delivered for citizens across the United Kingdom. To renew opportunities for the Prime Minister, heads and mayors of combined authorities to collaborate of devolved governments and mayors of combined authorities to collaborate with each other. My government will continue to support the political institutions and devolved government in Northern Ireland. In consultation with all parties, measures will be brought forward to begin the process of repealing and replacing the Northern Ireland Troubles Legacy and Reconciliation Act 2023. Measures to modernise the Constitution will be introduced, including House of Lords reform, to remove the rights of hereditary peers to sit and vote in the Lords. My ministers will strengthen the integrity of elections and encourage wide participation in the democratic process. The government will propose a modernisation committee of the House of Commons, which will be tasked with driving up standards, improving work practices, and reforming procedures. My government will ensure liberty, democracy, human rights, and the rule of law. It will maintain a strong armed forces, including the nuclear deterrent. To ensure that the United Kingdom's defence capabilities are matched to the changing nature of global strategic threats, my government will conduct a strategic defence review. My government will continue to give its full support to Ukraine and its people, and it will endeavour to play a leading role in providing Ukraine with a clear path to NATO membership.
You need to worry about the UK, not the Ukraine.
My government will seek to reset the relationship with European partners and work to improve the United Kingdom's trade and investment relationship with the European Union. My ministers will seek a new security pact to strengthen cooperation on the mutual threats faced by the United Kingdom and the European Union. My government will play its part in trying to secure long-term peace and security in the Middle East. Secure Israel. My government will host the European political community. Look forward to our visit to Samoa, Australia. This will be laid before you. My Lords and members of the House of Commons, other measures will be laid before you.
Wow. I think they needed to do, this needs to be something else done. They need to worry about what's going on in the UK before they worry about anything else. Oh my goodness. Let me see if we got anything. Lord have mercy. That was a month ago. So I'm looking to see if there's anything up to date. What's this? Yeah, I don't know what this one's about, but it's something about being evicted. Renters evicted as a landlord acts before a law changes. What's going on? Let me see how long ago that was for him. July. No, that's July. We're not going to do that one. That's July. Hold on. I'm looking for new updates on anything that's going on. Reaction to Rwanda bill. A week ago. Let me see what they got on Sky News. Sky News. Nope, that's 2000. Why are they showing a year ago? 24. Okay, here we go. We got something for 2024. Let me see something here. Okay.
General election today in the UK, and that's pretty much all I can say about it. So why are there restrictions on what we can and can't talk about? Sky News, like all UK broadcasters, follow the Ofcom code. Ofcom are a media regulator and they have strict rules about reporting on the election day. So between 7 a.m. and 10 p.m, we can't report on or talk about anything which could influence the way people might vote. That means no reporting about the campaigns or any election issues whatsoever. We are allowed to report that a general election is taking place, show pictures of polling stations and tell you when party leaders have cast their votes. But that's about it. So that's why you'll probably see a lot of pictures of dogs at polling stations today.
Wow. What the heck? This is the rules at the polling at the poll station. That's what they got rules for you guys now too. Oh my goodness. They got rules for everything over there. Let's see if we got something on this one. That one was a short video. Let's see if this one has anything going on.
What can and can't you do when voting at a polling station? Save your selfies for outside because photos inside are not allowed. The Electoral Commission says this would risk the secrecy of the ballot, and revealing how someone else has voted could land you with a £5,000 fine or 6 months in prison.
Oh my God.
There are pencils provided inside the polling booth for you to mark your ballot paper with, but you can bring your own if you wish. There's no legal requirement to use pencil rather than pen. It's just more practical since ink pen may dry out or smudge. If the building where you're voting usually allows dogs and staff agree, then it should be okay. Otherwise, your pooch will have to wait outside. There's nothing to stop you wearing clothing with a political slogan on, but make sure you don't hang around after voting, as you cannot campaign inside the polling station.
Wow.
Political discussion is banned inside the polling station, as it could be seen as an attempt to sway other voters. You can bring your kids along to vote, but just make sure they don't scribble on your ballot paper. And finally, you can vote if you've been drinking, but staff are within their right to turn you away if you're too disruptive.
Oh my God. I cannot. Oh my gosh. Can dogs vote? I don't know. It don't look like it. They're telling people they have to leave their dogs out. Oh my gosh. Y'all definitely got rules over there. 100%. It says if people want change, they have to vote for it. And then it says here, vote 2024, how boundaries affect the election. The changes means that there will be more seats in England and fewer in Wales and Scotland. And the boundaries has existed in 2019. Let's see. Want to own your own home. This is what you have to do. The average age of the first-time buyer in the UK is now 34 years old. So what are the main political parties promising to do about housing? Okay, let's watch that. Let's watch that. Something new. All right, we're going to watch about that. Hey, Jermaine, how are you? Thank you for coming in. This is crazy. Bring it up.
Would you like to own your own property one day? You're not alone. The average age of a first-time buyer in the UK is now 34. This is what the main parties are promising to do about housing. Let's start with the Conservatives. They've pledged to support people getting on the housing ladder with policies aimed at first-time buyers. These include no stamp duty on homes up to £425,000 and the new and improved Help to Buy scheme, under which first-time buyers would be able to get onto the housing ladder with a 5% deposit. For example, if you're looking at a property that's on the market for £280,000, your deposit will need to be £14,000. As for their housing targets, they want to build 1.6 million homes over the next parliament. What about Labour? The party plans to build 1.5 million new homes within 5 years. That's slightly less than the Conservatives, and create new towns. Under a Labour government, first-time buyers would be given priority on buying homes in new developments over overseas investors. Labour has also promised to immediately end no-fault evictions, which currently give landlords the right to evict tenants without giving a reason. The Lib Dems also want to ban no-fault evictions and say they will make tenancies last 3 years as default. Plus, they want to build 380,000 new homes including 150,000 social houses. What about the Green Party? 150,000 new social houses are also on the Greens agenda, along with ending Right to Buy, a scheme that allows eligible council tenants to buy their council home at a discount. They also want to introduce rent control and ban no-fault evictions. As for Reform UK, it wants to go further than the Tories on stamp duty by scrapping it for houses under £750,000. Nigel Farage also said his party would change social housing laws to send foreign nationals to the back of the queue. Reform UK would also encourage development on land that has been built on previously and is no longer being used. But bear in mind, housing is the vote, so if you live in Scotland, Wales or Northern Ireland, these policies don't apply to you.
Wow. Okay, so I do have a lot of greetings to do. Hold on one second. Okay, so I don't know how to say your name, but I'm going to try to say all you guys' names. They're hard to say. Sihal, thank you for coming in. Arda, thank you for coming in. Amir, thank you for coming in. Bahar, thank you for coming in. Hassis, hello, thank you for coming in. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of you guys. Thank you for coming in, everybody from everywhere. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot. Kafir, thank you for coming in. If I can't say your name, I'm not going to even try. But thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Ali, thank you, thank you. Everybody that just came in about maybe, 30 minutes ago, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. And thank you for all the compliments. I appreciate the compliments as well. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for coming in. Omir, thank you for coming in. 433, thank you for coming in. Fire, Free Fire, thank you for coming in. All right, everybody, thank you for coming in. BJ, I think I told you, thank you for coming in already. Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through. Bolo, thank you. Jermaine, thank you. Hey, Deb, how are you? Thank you for coming in. All right, so I am going to be getting off in approximately 26 minutes. I'm going to do 2 hours today. I got a lot to do here at home. I got to cook, take care of the family. Can't forget about them. But I really appreciate all those that have come in today. You guys are amazing. And thank you, like I said, for all the compliments. Those are amazing compliments. I just wish I knew how to say y'all names. All right. So let me see if there's anything else that I can share with you guys. Like I said, I got like 17 minutes or so to go. Hold on. Let's see. Sky News. Oh, here's one. Will the government fix the housing crisis anytime soon? Did we share that yet? I don't think we said anything about that one. Okay, let's do that one. DJ, you've been here from the very beginning. I appreciate that.
The houses going up on the edge of Crewe are not enough to keep pace with demand here. 800 more have been approved on land nearby
It's
after a
okay.
fight over things like how many would be affordable housing. It shows, councillors say, when it comes to planning, there is no quick fix.
We do need those houses, no doubt about it. But you've got to bear in mind there is always going to be quite a long lag time between seeing those changes of new legislation on the ground. And I think it would be naive to suggest anything differently.
And all the while, people are frustrated and trying to get into houses.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And that's families like Nicola Richardson's, 19-year-old Liana, one of 3
Hello,
of her
missing.
children, looking in despair at the first-time market.
The 2 daughters, you've saved up quite a lot, haven't you? Thinking about deposits for houses, but then you look at the amount that you would need for what's apparently affordable housing, and it may be affordable if you've got parents who are earning 50 grand a year each.
It just feels quite impossible, really, in this generation, in this world, how it is at the minute. You want to, of course you do, as much as we love our parents, you don't want to be living with them forever. But it just seems pretty much impossible.
The construction industry says any solution means having enough people to actually build those houses.
The levels that we're currently building at, the skills we have in the industry are sufficient. If we are to increase to the levels that government wants to, we are going to have to massively increase the workforce. Now, the only way you're going to encourage house building companies to do that and invest in the people and the land needed is by instilling confidence that the policy environment will allow the industry to deliver.
You won't be surprised to hear that there was opposition to building hundreds of houses here from the people who already live in the area. And for all the talk of crushing that culture of not in my backyard, overcoming huge opposition when it's about where people live, in practice, is a very different matter. And all the while, for so many, that home of their own remains out of reach. Greg Milam, Sky News Crew.
Let's see what else we have for you guys. I'm just trying to get some more information. I'm trying to find about your new laws. I don't see anything yet. Like the new, I'm thinking there's supposed to be some changes that are going to be made. Let's see. Did I do this one? New public order. No, I have not done this one. I found another one for y'all. All the mods, happy day today. Thank you for coming, missing. Okay. So this is your new orders, I guess, that they're going to implement.
It's a new law changing public protest, but it's led to criticism that it's restricting people's rights after anti-monarchist demonstrators were arrested. So what is the new Public Order Act, and why is it so controversial? The new Public Order Act gives police the powers to stop protest before it becomes disruption. Protesters who block roads, railways and airports could face up to 12 months in prison. It came into effect just before the coronation and was used by police to arrest anti-monarchy protesters.
I was intending to hold a banner, and that is absolutely it.
Why am I being arrested?
Protesting is now a crime.
Since then, the Metropolitan Police has expressed regrets over 6 of the arrests. One of them was the head of the group Republic, Graham Smith. He was held for nearly 16 hours and released without charge.
We were not doing anything wrong. We were going about our lawful business, which they were well aware of, and they simply descended on us, detained us, and then arrested us and kept us for 16 hours. This was a peaceful, lawful protest. It certainly appeared to be a premeditated decision to arrest us and disrupt our protest.
The Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, has now called for a review into the police operation. But the Metropolitan Police Commissioner has defended his officers, saying they had to target a criminal network during the coronation.
The police are operationally independent of government. They'll make these decisions based on what they think is best. And actually, I'm grateful to the police and everyone. That was an extraordinary effort by so many people, and I'm grateful to them for all their hard work.
The new law has been criticised as too broad and too crude, and a threat to the right to peaceful protest.
Wow. Can't even protest peacefully anymore over there. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. Let's see what else we got for us here. Oh, okay. So this one is Scotland's new hate crime laws come into force. Let's see how that goes.
Very good one. Scotland's new hate crime laws were expected to meet a backlash, and here it was on day one. Protesters gathered outside Holyrood, voicing concern with a bill they say stifles free speech and can be exploited by those looking to silence particular groups. Among those angered are the author J.K. Rowling. In a thread on X, formerly known as Twitter, she lists a number of high-profile controversies involving trans women before questioning their gender. Freedom of speech and belief are at the end in Scotland if the accurate description of biological sex is deemed criminal. I'm currently out of the country, but if what I've written here qualifies as an offence under the terms of the new Act, I look forward to being arrested when I return to the birthplace of the Scottish Enlightenment. On a visit to a hospital, the First Minister defended the legislation which he says will help protect marginalised groups.
I'm very proud of the Hate Crime Act. Freedom of expression, for me, ensures that we've got a piece of legislation that will be enacted and implemented in a way that is absolutely balanced and make sure it absolutely protects people in their freedom of expression, but guards people from, as I say, that rising tide of hatred we've seen far too often in our society.
This protest has been organised by a relatively free
Yes,
group, but
DJ,
those
they
concerns
do.
go beyond the margins, provoking debate around not just free speech, but also how the police enforce this new law. Which is why Scotland's Police Federation are worried about its impact.
It is a recipe for disaster and it's a real concern. Every time a new law gets passed, the police officers then have to attend more and more calls. Now, our resources, we've got 1,000 less officers at the moment, so it is going to have an impact on policing.
Hello, God bless.
After 3 years of debate, the Scottish Government wanted this to be a landmark piece of legislation, but instead, today could signal the start of even deeper division. Shingi Marike, Sky News, Edinburgh.
Hello, God bless. How are you? Are you coming up here? Oh my gosh. So the one that was unalived yesterday, the 43, not yesterday, I'm sorry, Sunday, the 43-year-old was the mother of the 17-year-old and the wife of the 64-year-old man. Her name is Alberta. I believe it was Alberta. Make sure I got it right. I don't want to say the wrong name. And she was a caretaker. Yep, Alberta. I said it correctly. Yes, Alberta. And this is her. I'm going to share her picture in here with you guys again. This is her. Let me take this off of here. This is Alberta. She's a caretaker that was unalived by that stabbing on Sunday at 12:20 early morning for you guys, I believe. And it would be like 5:20 my time in the morning or in the evening. Yep, they were unalived in their own home. And they're saying that the person that did it is someone they know. Most likely. Allegedly. Send you the email. Okay, I'll email you the link. Invite. All right, here it goes. It's coming. There you go. Till he gets up here. Let's see what else we find on here for y'all. This was 2 weeks ago. He should be up by then, by the time I get done doing this one. Okay. Thank you. God bless. All right. So this is the video that I just mentioned. Let's see. Let me bring it back down. All right.
Well, clearly we need to be prepared for the eventuality that there may be further unrest and violence, but we, of course, don't want it to happen. We want people to heed the warnings that have been issued. We want people to see the arrests and the charging decisions that have already been made to say that if people do go out and they intend to cause trouble or they incite other people to cause trouble, they can expect the full force of the law, because in the end, all of us have the right to live in a community without fear of violence or harassment or intimidation in the way that we have seen, frankly, play out over the last week. It's not okay that that takes place.
To what extent is the full force of the law deployed at the moment? Extra trained riot police have been deployed ahead of these expected further events today. Now up to around 6,000 are mobilised, though Sky News understands that's only about 30-35% of the total number of trained riot police. Was there a consideration as to whether 100% should be deployed?
Well, of course, the police will do an operational assessment of the threat that has been made and the intelligence that they have, and they'll deploy the officers based on that intelligence, and it's for the police to make that operational decision. What we have said as a government is that we stand absolutely with our police force, we stand with our prosecutors, and we stand with the courts to make sure that those who do breach, who do go over the line, are dealt with swiftly and efficiently by the system, because in the end, people want to see that justice is delivered by those who seek to disrupt and cause harm.
And are you confident that the environment today on streets across the UK is a safe environment?
Wow.
But millions of people will be going out their everyday life, going to work, going in the local community, as if, you know, this is a normal day for many people. But there are a tiny minority of people who don't want it to be a normal day, who will want to cause disruption, and who will want to cause violence as a way of progressing their argument. There is no legitimate reason to
That's
go out there
horrible.
and to cause disruption, to cause violence in the way that we have seen. That is not what people want. The vast majority of British people are going out there everyday business and want peace, and for that to be respected.
Yes.
And we hope that the actions that's already been
Definite
taken by the
peace.
police and by the prosecutors and eventually through the court system.
They want all the crime to
will be
go
seen
away.
so that people know, you know, once that line is crossed, absolutely people will be dealt with, and they'll be dealt with swiftly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hope so. I pray so. I'm gonna put a video real quick. I have to go to the loo, and then when he comes up, I will bring him up. Give me a second. Not that one. Sorry about that.
Welcome to WPC Art Factory, where creativity knows no bounds and art comes to life. The t-shirts, hoodies, shorts, leggings, and cups here are truly unique. Here at WPC Art Factory, we pour our hearts and souls into every creation. It's not just about making art, it's about making a statement. We strive to push the boundaries of creativity and challenge conventional norms. That's what sets us apart. WPC Art Factory has something for everyone. Experience the magic of art like never before. Visit us today and let your imagination soar, where the designs are created by us and made by Together We Break Chains Production.
All right, I am back. I am back. I am back. He's not here, but I'm back. Where you at? Where are you at? God bless. All right, let's see if we have anything else that I can put a video on here for you guys. You sat here. You came already? I have to go to the loo. Come back up. I'm here. I guess you didn't hear me. I said I have to go to the loo. Hello, outlaw. I mean, look,
hello,
outlaw.
hello.
Hey, God bless. How are you?
Ah, getting there.
Yeah.
Always getting there one day.
Yes.
It's all about the getting there.
Yeah.
How you all doing?
I'm okay. You guys have so many rules. It's ridiculous. It's, oh my
Who?
gosh.
Hang on a minute. What guys have so many rules? Do you mean we have so many draconian measures being put into place? Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. Yeah, that part. But yeah, so that ended up being a family home that the guy went and unalived the mother, and then the 17-year-old daughter and the 64-year-old dad. They're in the hospital. The 17-year-old and the 64 are in the hospital, and they have life-threatening injuries. So they're battling. They're over there battling with their injuries.
And there's been, they're very selective, the media over here, about what you hear and what you see. There's been, when I look around in local news or states or counties, and there's so many more, just so many more, and I think every one of them is important, but they need to bury it. They need to bury it because there's not enough prison spaces for anybody that says, stop stabbing us. Can the police and the government do something about it? You're going to jail, you're far right. Be stabbed and be grateful. I know.
And then every time I look up something, I can't find anything. You guys, when you send it to me, that's the only time I'll even be able to find it. I can't find it any other way. So I put on there new news in the UK or update news, nothing. I have to search different ways. I have to look through the cities. There's like nothing out there. And then all of a sudden you guys are sending me something. It's like, wow, where the heck did that come from?
So it's like this, it's like this. So I'm in Swindon. Oh yeah, I'm in Swindon. Oh yeah, I've just remembered. Somebody put a post up on Twitter today. My town centre, which is only 2 miles away from me, somebody was preaching the word of the Lord. Do you know what? Sorry, let me find it for you. Hang on a minute.
DJ said, why is there so much crime? God bless. That's what he wants to know.
Because there's no deterrent. And we're having people being brought over here that come from countries where it's normal to have an argument with somebody and pull out a machete.
Yeah.
Or, if you haven't got a wife or a girlfriend and you've got that kind of release you need to do kind of thing with a woman, just take one. Because in those other countries, women are like sixth class, something they step in.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It's all about upbringing and the cultures and how civilization or civilized people act. It is what it is. Can't say it isn't. I'm just looking for this. What's the date today? 20th. Where am I always down there? Give me a second. You carry on. I'm just gonna scroll through for this. I don't know if I just type in Swindon. Hang on a second. So anyway, this preacher guy was just in a town centre here where I live, preaching about the Lord. And some guy came up. Here we go. I found it. Came up, told the police someone just tried to stab him. They got a knife. Previously, someone had a machete. The guy, right? Actually, so I just play it. It's about 4 minutes long, and then if I just play it and not tell you what's going on, your jaw will drop, and you'll think, "Really? Oh my God! Two-tier policing at its finest." So let me just mute that. I should have two screens. I've got two screens set up. I've got CCTV on the other one. So bear with me a sec. So let's go to that one. Sorry if I've not said hello to anyone in the chat or anything, because I'm just going bouncing around from one to the other. Right. Share screen. Share screen. And then I'm going to go. There it is. Share. And if I go to. Tell me when you're ready.
All right.
Is it up?
Let me put the what you calling on. Yep, let's go.
So these guys here, see that? In his hand there, he's got a wooden cross. It's a wooden cross he's just mocked up, you know, to come into town. Could have painted it. But anyway, who am I to judge? And here we go. This is what happens.
Probably. Well, there's always stuff. Witnesses is obviously Sean is a witness. Sean is a witness. There's people in the crowd that are witnesses. Yeah. Great. Did it land on my okay. On my neck and on my hand. It's shocking that I do it. It's normally chilled out. So we're trying to like argue. We got the video.
I think it was him, wasn't it, originally, who called you out. He just threatened before you came.
He said he snatched the phone and I shut the cross down to drive him away because he's making threats.
Yeah, he's back again, isn't it? I don't know.
But he's there. No one's going to do anything with him. But this is the problem. If it's me, straight in the cuffs.
It's the guy on the bike. You see a guy there on a push bike. He's the one. He's cruising around. He's the one who just threatened to stab them and said he's got a knife. Right. And spat on them as well. Right, carry on.
Straight in the curly flares. Was that in there? Yeah.
They're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. I've got all the collar numbers and all this.
Get it on camera that they're literally gnawing it, like they did with the machete attack. Like the police did when they ignored it. It's the same thing. Knife, machete.
Cut all the bits were on TikTok. My dad
do that. How can you claim to have a knife and no one does anything? How can you claim to have a knife and no one stops you? He's saying he's got a knife and you're not doing anything.
That guy wasn't even around, was he?
No.
Yeah. Two-tier policing at its best again. Two-tier stoner. This is crazy. How can they do that?
Here he is again.
Yeah.
So that's the guy on the bike. He's just coming through right by the police. They told him, look, that's the guy who's got the knife. That's the guy who's got the knife. Watch the police.
I'm just getting details of the
Wow.
But when I get stabbed to death later, right, everyone's a witness that no one did nothing. I live in this.
That's horrible.
Yeah, no worries. That's fine.
What do you mean? I'm preaching about Jesus. No, what do you mean apparently? All right, forget that, right? It's a serious incident, right? You need to do your justification. You are a paid public servant. So, okay, so, right. So, guys, there is a threat of a guy carrying a knife and no one is chasing him.
No.
Threatened him with the cross.
No, it's a lie.
Right, so we have the CCTV footage, which he's shown you everybody. So we have a man with a knife, regardless if I did something or not, he has a knife.
Yeah.
He has a knife, regardless if I've done anything wrong. That is not how you uphold the law. This is two-tier policing at its best again. Someone at Swindon, someone is with a knife and nothing's being done about it. Not one thing. When a machete was produced on me last year, no one did it. Put this on all your social media. Put this on all the groups of Swindon. No one is doing anything. Even if I...
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Can you hear it?
No. Someone else want to take up a recording?
Keep it on the line. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Right, he's come at us and I've chased him off.
So you're giving us one account. He's giving us. He's threatened to.
No, I'm not threatening the crow.
Do you think he's going to admit to threatening to stab you? Like,
No,
that's why we need
but
to
I'm
know.
saying that there's a man with a knife in this town centre. Regardless if I battered the life out of him, he has a weapon. You have a duty of care for the public of Swindon and for myself. It doesn't matter if I've seen the weapon or not. So is this a threat?
So there you go. This is just, I mean, only a week or so ago where these guys are. There's a protest, and I went down there. And I'll bring it up one night, probably tomorrow, where I did a thing where I spoke to these far right lefties that are, you know, refugees are welcome here, and then I'll show you the video at some point. And I said to them, look, we can't have all these people here. I mean, look, what's your views on those 3 little girls that just got, you know, unlived? And he goes, yeah, well, if you're going to talk about mosques. I said, mosques? I didn't say anything about mosques. Remember I said to you the other night? And they're just like, oh my goodness me, these people. But so that guy there in that town centre. So the police are saying, now, if you're, this is how it works in England, right? With the law. Say you and I stood next to each other, you knew. And God forbid, it's just an example. And if I punched you, but if I rang the police first, they take my side first. Whoever calls it in gets given priority. And they treat the other person that I'm called. I say if I'm phoning the police, I'm saying, yeah, knew you. She's next to me. They would treat you as a criminal first, unless there's evidence. That's how it isn't. So the respondent, you know, the first person that calls it in, but that guy's called it in. They've rang the police. They've got it recorded that this guy is threatening with a knife. And the police are still kind of, well, you know, you got to cross. You know, you're talking about Jesus. And, I mean, maybe if you had a Palestine flag, they're probably thinking, we could make you tea and biscuits. But for the moment, you're far right. You love Jesus. Oh yeah, and Matt Boswell. Do you remember a little while ago? Well, no, for many years actually, but recently it's been brought into the mainstream media on some TV stations about the hate preaching, especially since October the 7th, if not more so, about how these Imran's preaching like a preacher, saying to his followers in that mosque, go out and kill the kafar and the Jewish dogs. Dogs as in human beings, not dogs as in four-legged. Go out there and kill them. In many, many places, it's been recorded, shown, proven. Hate speech, inciting murder, and nothing is done. Nothing. I promise you, that's not an exaggeration. It really is the truth. So now you can see why people are getting frustrated. I mean, that's just probably being forgotten about ages ago, but people are just so frustrated how this has all been allowed. Oh, we've had so many more come in the country in the past week. I think they're saying that on the news, they said that there's over 90,000 illegal refugees that they know of have come into this country. They're the ones that are going to be put into a beautiful hotel, fed, food, money, and eventually be given a nice home ahead of anybody that's born and bred in this country and have fallen on hard times and are homeless to do things down like the lockdown. They will be prioritised. Then you've got all the ones that are coming, that are landing on the beach and running off into the woods, so to speak. Then you've got the ones coming in the back of a lorry, cars. And I spoke to some working at places before, and they come in, they come in through things like, say, look, you got a tanker, an oil tanker or something, and there's special cutout places for them to hide in there. Right. So there's loads, and then you've got scam marriages, student visas, fake visas, and it just goes off. Then you've got the ones that are that one person he's allowed to, once he gets his settlement, like they just gave over 90,000 the other day, to have up to 15 family members.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hello, children.
Oh, she's gone. She just asked me if her friend can come and stay for a couple of days this weekend. I said, yeah, cool. And why not? I don't mind. Oh, God, the amount of sleepovers these kids have had, the range of ages over the years. Wow.
Yes.
Anyway.
As long as they're safe. Look, as long as they're safe, they can enjoy their little young lives.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the good thing about the lockdown was I just went. I mean, they had good stuff before, but after that, I just went a bit, like getting really decent, like Olympic trampolines and hot tub and bouncy castle and lots of fun things like to do in the garden because you can go nowhere. So, and the good thing about that is, on the flip side, is that I don't have to worry about going out to some park on their own or we have to go sit with them because they've got everything here,
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, it's just how it is. What else we girls say? God, all these laws at the Labour government. I mean, I just can't see how the people are going to hold back much longer. Even the party that got in. So this Keir Starmer, he, even the people in his own party are starting to turn on him now. So hopefully that's a true story, and they might oust him. And do you know what? It's only today. Those poor three little girls got unlived. 2 weeks now, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only today that King Charles went up there to visit people that helped clean up after the riots, not the families, as far as I know. Now the thing is, we had a thing called the Grenfell Tower in England quite some years ago. And what happened was it caught fire because of the cladding. It's a tower block, a tower, a block of flats. I don't know, it's about 16 levels high. What happened was they'd been passed some kind of cladding they put out there to make it on the walls to make it look more aesthetically pleasing. Anyway, the place caught fire, right? The place now the person that caused the fire was involved in it. He was an illegal guy acting as he went and knocked on one person's door to say that his flat was on fire, but he had already packed his suitcases.
Wow.
Yeah, you got that. And he knocked on one person's door just to say, look, my place is on fire. And he's so he's got his suitcases packed. But the thing is, right, that King Charles, all the royal family, the next couple of days came there to say, oh, we're so sorry what happened. But there's only about two English people living there that are meant to be living there. So what happened was the illegals have been given these state-owned flats, and that they had then rented it back out to other illegals at a profit to make themselves money. I don't know if you're keeping up with this, and I'm making myself, understandable. So the place caught fire horribly, and then it turns out, like people were arrested afterwards. When the fire had been stopped, they found weed farms, cannabis factories, and they got off scot-free. The people that were doing the illegal drugs and that, and then they got absolutely given untold billions of pounds, taxpayers' money. Even people that lived 2-3 miles away claimed that they should be given a new house because they saw the smoke from the tower, and now they're traumatized. Yeah. They demanded that all these people in these houses that were illegally there.
Lord have mercy. I got an update, you guys, on the yacht situation in Sicily.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. It's 50 meters down. Yeah, it's 50 meters down. Got caught in that tornado.
Situation with the boat, or the yacht, I should say. You know anybody named Mike Lynch?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah,
You do know Mike Lynch?
that's the. He's like he's our like Jeff. What's his name from Microsoft? Not Microsoft. From Facebook, whatever it is. You know, he's like the multi-billionaire here. He's like the American version, but English. Jeff Bezos or something. Is that the one?
So they're saying that. Hold on.
Yeah, Mike,
it says
sorry.
on here, right? It says Coast Guard fears the bodies of Mike Lynch and 5 others are trapped in the yacht. British technology tycoon Mike Lynch and 5 others are feared to have unalived, with their bodies trapped in the side of the luxury yacht, which sank in the tornado. Y'all knew about that?
Yeah, his girlfriend survived though.
Isn't that
his wife
something?
or girlfriend? Yeah, she survived.
Wow.
It's just an accident. I think it's a 15 million or 15 million pound yacht, I think it was. And yeah, it looked nice. So they got caught in a twister.
That's sad.
You never know. They could have, if the hull's upside down, which I doubt, because of the length of the mast, there could be somebody there trapped in an air pocket. You never know. But I've done diving myself. I did my diving course in the Caribbean. Great place to do it in. And I think the furthest I've gone down is about 38 meters. This is 50, and you can really feel the pressure on where you got your diving mask. It's like there's 400 elephants sat on it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So that's quite a depth, 50 meters. It's about 150 feet.
Wow. That's a long ways down.
Yeah, it's unlikely. Not as long as the Titanic, but it's unlikely. You never. I don't know. Then you just don't know, do you? In this day and age, they might have had some diving equipment on there.
All right.
And if there's some diving equipment on there, maybe they could be just sat there with the mask, with your apparatus on. But
yeah,
if they had that, wouldn't they have put the mask on and tried to swim up? The trouble is, you can't just come straight up. You've got to come up in stages. Otherwise, you get like an air bubble in your oxygen, in your lungs, in your bloodstream. You can die from it. You get the bends. It's called the bends. So it's been a few years since I dived.
That's horrible.
Mpox. It's called Skypox. Mpox. You're talking about, aren't you, Oswald?
Yeah, we showed that as well. That it looks like it's well, somebody in the chat was saying something about it came from the C19 injection.
What, Mpox?
Yeah.
That's been around for years.
Yeah, Mpox was before that. Yeah.
Yeah, way long before that.
Yeah.
It's all that bushmeat.
saying something about the Pfizer did it. I'm like, no.
I mean, those guys in that part of the country, those guys in that part of the country, they just see anything that's called bushmeat, and it'll be like anything, like lizards or monkeys or it could be anything. I don't know. That's why they call it the Mpox. Maybe it comes from that. I don't know. But it can't. They're saying, some people think you just only get it from sex with another man. You know what I mean? But no, you can get it from kissing.
Yes, kissing, all that. Anything to do with bodily functions?
No. Well, yeah, but off bed sheets. Say like you slept in the same bed as someone that had it, you can catch it.
Yeah, if they have like open sores, right? If they have the open sores, then yes.
Well, I didn't hear that part. I was listening to some doctor talking about it, and they're saying it's a bit like with the AIDS. You know, they thought that only if he was homosexual or gay, whatever, that he's going to catch AIDS. It wasn't, though.
Wow. It's more than that.
And it's the same thing with Mpox. Somebody tried to lessen it, saying, "Well, look, you're only going to get it if you kiss or if you have that kind of sex." where it's got the no entry sign on it.
Right.
Right. And they said no. This doctor says you can catch it from materials. But I think they're probably boosting it up even more to get us ready for another lockdown. Who would have thought?
Yeah. I think there is going to be another lockdown for sure.
I'd like to see a reaction. I like to see the reaction. I mean, a lot of people are angry at the moment about the fuel allowance for the pensioners. And not only are they the government taking it away, they're supposed to be saving something like 1.4 billion, but the people that need to reapply for it in time and everything, someone said that will cost 20 billion, some financier. So that's a lost cause. And those people that, when the winter comes, like I think it's October, they're going to start doing it. The energy is going to go up by 9% in more money. So, and I think personally, they're doing that. Yeah, let's get the old people. They can't afford to stay in their own homes. They want to sell it, or we have to put them in an old people's care home. Then we've got a house to give to somebody else that shouldn't be here in this country. Because they did something like that in Germany. They kicked when Mama Merkel she said yes, everyone from Syria, any immigrants can come here, and within a couple of months, over 1 million? They were kicking elderly people out of their flats. They lived there all their life.
Yeah.
How is these people? Really wrong.
Really? Somebody sent you the link? I'm about to show you something about it. Let me put my up before I do that. Look. Right. I have to cover it up a little bit because it shows a little explicit. It might have something explicit on there. Okay. Here we go.
We're following. The World Health Organization has declared the current Mpox outbreak in Africa a global health emergency. Sweden had the first reported case of this strain outside of Africa, and we had an Mpox outbreak here in the U.S. not long ago. So how concerned should we be about this resurgence?
And at this point, it's going to be rare outside of that area there. Although today we were just notified that Sweden has their first case of Mpox, and it's this clade 1 variant that's out there they're talking about. Right. It tends to be more contagious and more dangerous. It's from somebody who had gone to Africa, gotten it, and brought it back to Sweden. And so it could spread globally. We saw that in 2022. We just need to be aware of that.
Hello,
and that
Danny.
means doing the things that you need to stay safe. And that's based, not touching anybody that has Mpox because it's a contact-related infection. And if you need to get vaccinated because you have high risk factors, get vaccinated.
I mean, people hear this and they go, uh-oh, COVID. Can you just remind us what Mpox is, what it entails?
So Mpox is a virus that's very closely related to smallpox and to chickenpox. And so it's very contagious. And unfortunately, in this case, it can be deadly as well. You can see the symptoms right there. The biggest ones are the rash they get, which looks like a chickenpox rash. And those.
Hold on. I'm going to pause this so I can show that part clear so y'all can see what the symptoms are. The Mpox symptoms are rash, fever, chills, respiratory symptoms, swollen lymph nodes, exhaustion, muscle aches, and headache. That is your symptoms, y'all. Keep a lookout. Keep a lookout.
And what was that? What were those symptoms about 3 years ago? Pretty much the same, aren't they?
Pretty much. Nothing changed. All right, let me go ahead and put this up and finish the video. All right, here we go.
Swollen lymph nodes. When they get to that stage, that's when they're infectious and it's a contact infection. So if you touch them or touch something they touched and maybe had gotten the virus on, you can get it as well that way.
And let's turn to another health concern. The CDC is warning pregnant women about something called parvovirus. What is it? What should we know?
So it's parvovirus B19. It's a specific type of virus, and it's a virus that children often get, and they don't really get that sick. The one thing they do get, or they get a red rash on their cheeks. We call it slapped cheek syndrome because it looks like their cheeks were slapped. For children, not that big a deal. For pregnant women, it can be a problem because if the fetus gets it, it can cause fetal demise, it can cause fetal abnormalities, it can cause fetal issues. And so the concern is children spreading it to pregnant women, so they want to be careful. Some of the things you can do, essentially like we talked about during COVID, a lot of hand washing, stay away from people who might be sick, and you can certainly wear a mask if you're concerned because that can help to a certain extent.
Yeah, it feels like the thread is stay healthy and do those things that might seem basic but go far.
Exactly.
Dr. John Torres, always great to have you. Thank you so much.
Bet.
Wow. That's the mpox, y'all. And no, it's not just that, Danny. I don't want to say that word in here. But yeah, it's not just that. It's all kinds of people that get it. Let me see if there's any more news on it. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, as we said earlier on, I think Danny James has come in with this state. It's not about like the AIDS back in the 80s saying that people of with homosexual tendencies would catch this disease. It wasn't true. So it's the same thing with this as well. It's not about being homosexual or body fluids. You can catch it from covers as well, from materials.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, did you hear about the Turin shroud today?
The what?
Turin shroud.
What about it?
You know what it is?
Nope.
Girl, you call yourself a Christian. You're a heathen. You're a heathen. The Turin shroud. It's a cloth, right? That was, they say, was covered over Jesus after he was crucified.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a big sheet. A big sheet.
Yeah.
Honestly, okay. And
don't mess with me just because I don't know what it is.
But it's one of the most famous Christian artifacts you can come across. My goodness. Right, anyway, so I'll show you it in a minute. And so, well, look, do your thing, and we'll come back to that in a minute, and I'll show you. It's been proven to be real. Like I said to you a couple of nights ago, all these things they're finding that was written in the Bible, certain places where Jesus went to and this and that, they're finding archaeological evidence all the time, just massively. More so now. I don't know if it's technology and the archaeology, but right now, everything that's in the Bible is being shown to be proven to be true. That's for the atheists, not for the Christians, because we knew it's true.
Oh, you messing with me.
Let me find. While you're doing that, let me see if I can find that thing I want to show you. About the Turin shroud. Oh, so race against time. Divers tried to smash through the breach in the 30 million. I thought it was 15. 30 million super yachts hull. Because they think they might be still alive in air pockets.
Oh wow. Are you talking about the yacht?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So they're trying to get into it now. The divers are down there.
I hope
If anyone's
God,
alive.
I pray that they're alive. I pray that they're alive.
Mm.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well, I was looking for the thing about the Turin shroud. Actually, I shared it on my Facebook, but I'll just see if I can find it on here first.
Oh.
It's taking me a little bit longer to find it because I'm just seeing articles in the newspaper how they've got between 1,000 and 1,500 people are going to be waiting a trial. They're just standing around or protesting the other day. They're still putting people in prison. There's a thing we have in the United Kingdom called a tag, and I think you got it in the States as well, where you wear an ankle bracelet with a signal on it, where you can be put under house arrest. You can be put under house arrest.
We have that, yes.
So why isn't that being used?
Don't ask me, because it needs to be used to keep an keep an eye on these criminals and people that are doing wrong.
No. You're missing my point. So they're releasing all these criminals from prison early.
Oh yeah.
Crimes, that have hurt people or broken into the houses or whatever. Yet it's more important to release them and important to lock up elderly people, anybody, some other people that have really done nothing. All they've done is retweeted a post or just stood there, or the police have been aggressive to them, told them to piss off. And why not? Yeah, it's very now these people are respectable citizens, a majority of them. They have never been in trouble with the police. They're just going there to say, look, we've had enough now, do something.
Yes.
They've got their own businesses, their own homes, and yet they're being put in prison. And they're going to lose. I mean, one guy got verbally aggressive with the police officers. I think it's Bristol one, I can't remember now. And he's got his own business and he employs 4 guys, like a building business or something. That's it. 3 years in prison. Those 3 guys, those other guys, those 4 other guys will be looking for a job now. There'll be less money going back into the, because of taxes and stuff like that. It's just bizarre. Where's this bloody Turin thing? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to go into my Facebook.
Look at this. Emergency health emergency.
Health emergency.
Mpox in several African nations. The World Health Organization has declared the outbreak a global health emergency, and experts warn the virus could spread further internationally. In fact, today, Sweden reported the first case outside of Africa in an individual who had recently returned to Sweden from Africa. Ali Rogan has the details.
The Africa Centers for Disease Control reports that Mpox, originally known as monkeypox, has been detected in 13 African nations, including Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda. More than 96% of all cases and deaths have occurred in one country, the Democratic Republic of Congo. So far, there have been more than 14,000 cases registered and 524 deaths in the continent this year alone, surpassing last year's numbers. Experts are asking for more funding, vaccines, and a concerted effort to slow the transmission of this virus, which can be spread through infected individuals, sex, and contaminated meat. For more, I'm joined by Anne Remoyne, an epidemiologist at the University of California at Los Angeles, who has studied Mpox in the Democratic Republic of Congo for 2 decades. Anne, thank you so much for being here with us. What populations are the most vulnerable to Mpox?
Well, thanks for having me here. What we're seeing is 2 different populations at risk. We're seeing people in remote rural areas in DRC who are traditionally hunting wild animals for food source. And then we're seeing from a spillover from an animal to a human, some human to human within households. The other thing that we're seeing in more urban areas is sexual transmission, primarily happening in sexual and gender minorities and also in sex workers as well.
And why are we seeing such a rise in reported cases and deaths this year as compared to last year?
Well, there are a number of reasons that this could be happening. Nobody knows for sure because we just haven't had terrific disease surveillance on the ground, given all of the logistical barriers that that are in place, given the vastness of a place like DRC and the limited resources available.
Hello,
silence. We don't
silence.
have excellent surveillance on the ground. We don't have enough diagnostics. So many of these cases are reported. They don't go with big case investigations and give us the data that we need to really know what's happening on the ground. We don't have the tests available to be able to determine, is this monkeypox or is this something else? So right now, situational on the awareness on the ground is less than optimal. And that's why it's not possible to say with certainty anything about what's happening on the ground.
And that underscores again how little we know about the specifics of how this disease, how this virus is spreading. But I do wonder, does the declaration of a global emergency have any impact
Arthur.
on that? And what other effects might come from this declaration?
Well, seeing these global declarations, first from Africa CDC, calling this a global health emergency of regional concern, and then from WHO, the public health emergency of international concern, should be very important in terms of unlocking funds and resources to be able to really better understand the mechanisms of spread, provide information through better surveillance, better testing, and then also being able to get vaccines on the ground to be able to better control the outbreaks that are occurring.
And tell us about the scarcity of vaccines. I know that's a big issue.
Africa CDC suggested that that there's a need for approximately 10 million doses
since
of
2022.
vaccine to be able to control the outbreak on the ground. And right now there is actually very limited supply of vaccine available. The DRC is working closely with their partners on the ground to be able to identify groups that are at greatest risk, where they can deploy the vaccine most effectively first to be able to control the outbreak on the ground. But by and large, we should be getting maximum number of doses of vaccine available to places like the Democratic Republic of Congo, where this virus has originated, so that we can control it at its source. That's going to be critically important. And these countries where that are most affected by this virus are countries that have the least amount of resources available traditionally and currently. So hopefully these declarations will make a very big difference in terms of being able to get resources to the places that are needed.
That's UCLA epidemiologist Anne Ramoyne. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Wow. Wow. Okay, you got your video yet? God bless.
Mummy. Yeah, hang on a second. Yeah.
Okay,
I
go
will do
ahead.
in a minute. I've got to pay something. No, not now. No, I can't just look. Girls just say, I want it done now. I'll do it in a minute. I'm talking to somebody. Yes. Right, I've got to play this. Right, so let me go to this. Right, okay. Present. Sat here rocking on my chair as they say, you're going to do it. I'm not going till you do it. Wait, right. Give me a second. I think I've done that right. So can you see that screen? Oh, hang on a minute.
Yes.
Stop. That's not right at all either. Damn. Hang on a second. Look, you're distracting me. Go out. Go back in. Yes. Go back in. Well, you go tell her to give it back to you. God, you've only been back 2 minutes and you're all fighting. Right. Oh, Mummy's down the pub. Mummy's dropped you off. She said she'd be an hour. That was 4 hours ago. Right. Go and get Pasha or Daisy to ring her up. Okay? Right, I've got to do this. Well, go and tell her to give it back. Oh, in a minute. You have to wait. I'm doing this. Wow. Oh, it's been so nice and quiet. So she's finally come back today with my little girls off on her little jaunt for about 10, 12 days. Dropped the kids off. She's down the pub.
Oh my gosh.
Because apparently she needs her space. She's had 12 days with the girls. Well, that's what's called being a parent, I thought. But okay, let's move on from that. Right, so hang on a minute. What am I doing? Oh, she distracted me so much. Hang on a second. Right, there's a mute. Right, so there's that one. Have I got that right page up? Go to this, present. Oh, kids. Right, here we go. Present. Sorry about that, guys.
It's okay.
Right, okay, right. Share screen.
I think it's cute. I think it's cute.
Here we go. Right, here we go. Right. Is this the one? Here we go. Try that. And I enlarge it. Yes, right. So, where did I find that? Was it on that one there? Here we go, right. So the Turin Shroud. It's called the Turin Shroud, excuse me, the Shroud, because it's in Italy, in Turin. Now, you see, what's going on here? Bloody advert, I think. Is it an advert? Oh, it's an ad, isn't it? Go away. Here we go. It's almost finished. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And that's another bloody advert. Right, so let me see if I don't know if I can enlarge that for you. It probably doesn't look like much, does it there? So basically what it is I've got 1 of 8. How do I scroll them? My goodness me, I'm so sorry. Right. So you see this picture here. You see that? This painting. So if you look at 2/3 up the screen, so basically what it was, when he was taken off when he was crucified, when the Romans murdered Jesus, unlifed, they then put him in a tomb, as you know, and he rose 3 days later. That's why we have Good Friday and stuff like that. And they wrapped him in this sheet. Now this sheet was revealed. I mean, they found it. They talked about it back in 1300 and something, 1380 or whatever, 1,300 years later. And it wasn't until 1980, I believe, that they did tests on it to see if it's real. They tried to poo-poo the idea, saying it wasn't really real. Yeah, as you can see from this one here. Can I enlarge that? Can you see that picture?
No.
Doesn't look like much.
We only see the first picture that you put in here.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah. Second. It's probably on a different, like when you click on it, it probably went to a different screen.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Let me just try again then. Oh, goodness me. Well, look, hang on a minute. Let me just do the last one and see if that'll let me do it. Share screen. Share screen. Now, where's that? Where is it? Is it that one there? Share. That's not the screen. I'll share that screen in a minute.
Yeah, it's the same one.
No, I know what's going on here. Sorry. I had another page open. Let me close that down. Then you go to that one. And then scroll down to
Hey, Buddha.
This one. Let me see if this works now. Right,
Yes,
so.
sir.
Right, so stop the screen. Stop. I'm going to share it again. I think I've got it now. It's got to be.
I like what you did, you know.
How you do?
So they can't do shit. Fair use.
I know,
that.
right?
Yeah.
you.
Make
Can't
it
do
nice
nothing.
and bright for their ass to see. If they skip the description, look, it's right there.
All right.
I know what to do. I know what to do. Hang on a second. I will give you the link in the back of the house. Right, Discovery.
Look, there you go
Coffee.
again.
Coffee. Hang on a second.
What is
Right, private chat.
I don't understand.
And there you go.
All right. He's
So-
trying. He's trying
Yeah,
to put a link in here.
so the sheet had Jesus's blood on it and DNA,
Right,
and it
that's
had
what
an
we're seeing.
imprint. It had like an imprint. You know, like if you put your face in a photocopier.
Yeah.
It was like that.
I
Now,
know.
now they've just redone it again with new technology, and it is 2,000 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Y'all
can't
didn't know
replace
that?
that 2,000 years ago. This is Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like shroud.
Many years ago, yes.
Well, yeah,
Everything's
2,000
coming to
years ago is a
light.
few years ago.
Yeah, everything's coming to light, and unfortunately, UK has to be in the middle because of US, and I don't think that's fair. But
In the middle? How do you mean?
yeah, because US is the one who started all the garbage.
What garbage would that be?
I can't like particularly say because I don't know like if they will like do anything to you new, you know.
Well, to start as a US, like USA, like a lot of them over there are cousins originally from England and Ireland, and majority
Well,
over here.
the
So we're kind of
government,
we've
the
all been
government,
united.
no, the
Yeah, the
government
the
of
current
US,
government, yeah, the current
no,
government.
no, not the current, the previous one of the US supplied nuclear weapons and missiles to the country R, and they US made an agreement to release the basketball player, and R wanted US to release their original bomber, the one who bombed all these buildings back when I was like a kid. I don't know his name, but he's like one of R's #1 bomber. So they went ahead and they did the trade.
Is this what you're trying to
that's it?
show?
That's
Yeah.
it right
So
there? Oh, okay.
when they brought him down from the crucifix, from the cross, they wrapped him in this sheet,
In a
and then
sheet.
if you scroll down,
Okay.
there. If you scroll down, you'll see another picture. Oh, that's a sheet. That's the original one. That is it, and it's in Turin, in Italy. Scroll down.
Where is it at?
As I said, look at the image left on the sheet.
Wow,
His
yeah.
whole body was imprinted into this shroud, this
You
sheet.
see that? You see the wolf.
I
The wolf
see
is
Jesus.
there. That's why. Yeah, I know. I see.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
and it's been proven to be a real artifact. It was Jesus or someone else's or whatever. It's not fake.
No, it was Jesus. It's not fake.
Yeah.
Who has that?
As I said, the Italians in Turin, in Italy.
Oh, in Italy. The
ones that
Pope?
murdered him. The ones that originally murdered him.
Oh.
Sacrificed. So, yeah, and it's all been, it's got blood on it. It's got the imprint, and it's all been like just now with modern technology to say yes, carbon dated. It is correct. It's not a fake.
Wow.
Lots of other things are going on in Israel as well, where we're near Temple Mount, the excavations and archaeology. All
Yeah.
the things we were taught in the Bible were true. That they weren't destroyed, made up. They found evidence to go with it. Could be the second coming.
Everything is not true in the Bible. There's 6,000 years missing. But the beginning, what they say about Jesus, is true.
Okay.
Everything is gonna come to light this year. So everything's
year?
coming to light. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Everything is gonna come to light. They already started with the celebrities. Everybody was so busy focusing on the celebrities. And I kept telling people, why are you focusing on celebrities? Because this content creator was like, oh, Buddha, don't you live in Miami? Is he getting arrested right now? Are they raiding his house? And I was like, Sunny Isles is 5 minutes away, and yes, they're over there, and there is no getting through. There's like a crowd, and I do not like crowds, so no, I'm not going over there.
Wow.
Yeah, but everybody was focusing on the celebrities. It's all about the children.
Yeah.
It's all about the children in that
Oh,
case.
all that trafficking and
And
stuff.
yeah, and then there's a story there I heard earlier this morning that supposedly on the news they said about two young girls attempting to be kidnapped.
Wow.
I don't know if I can say that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can.
But oh, okay.
You can say
But
kidnap.
yeah, they she shows a video and everything. It's Miss V. It was like at 6 in the morning.
Mm.
And
Yeah. Can you not mention that name in here, please?
okay, I'm sorry. I
Yeah, it's okay.
apologize.
It's
I
okay. It's
apologize.
okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, that's where I saw it. I just wanted to let you because maybe you could look into it and give more further news on it because it was cut short. Like the only thing that really spoke was the People news reporter
Yeah.
and
So
and
you
then
said two girls are being attempted to be kidnapped?
one girl, yeah, two girls. It's two separate cases. One was in I believe Houston, Texas,
Mhm.
and the other is somewhere in Texas, not too far, but it's about someone that was following her
Mhm.
and she kept noticing the car, it went past, it kept passing 6 times. Oh, somebody just dropped the link.
No, sorry. That was I saw somebody ask me to drop the link for the link
Oh,
to
oh,
Victorian. Sorry, carry on.
Okay. So I don't know if you could pull it up and like look into it,
I already found it.
cause it's like what I was saying like a couple months ago. Like human trafficking is real. It's all about the kids. Like there was a truck driver, right? And he
Mhm.
noticed a bunch of two guys got out and opened the back, and a bunch of young kids, females, got off and they went to the restroom and then they went back in.
Mm.
He had a bad feeling, kept following, and had the police on the phone. When the police came, they noticed it was human or HD, human
Yeah.
trafficking. So yeah.
Mhm. Okay, so here we go. This is about what she's talking about.
Thank you so much.
As a matter of fact, let me do this real quick because that way it separates the UK because this is not UK information, y'all. So we're gonna.
Oh, I apologize, y'all.
No. I just want to separate it by putting news break thing.
Okay.
Breaking news. All right, here we go, you guys. And let me put this back up.
Yeah, North Texas. See, I'm gonna be moving, so I want to know.
Yeah, where you don't want to go, right?
Yeah,
The
shit.
police in North Texas are investigating two separate attempted kidnappings of young children. In both cases, the suspects' cars were caught on security cameras. You see them there. The first one was in Richardson. Surveillance video shows a student walking to school on Monday as a black Toyota sedan drives past her. The girl got spooked, and look at her there. She took cover behind someone's car. She's hiding.
Yeah.
Then knocked on a neighbor's door to get some help.
Thank God
And
there
then
was a
later
car
that
there.
afternoon in far North Dallas, a group of boys were playing outside when an SUV and pickup truck pulled up side by side.
Oh my
Look at that. Police say a man in the white 4Runner told one of the boys to look at something in his car, and the kids took off running. Wow. Right now, investigators don't know if the incidents are related. Thank goodness they took off running and didn't go look.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my
That car,
God.
that's a Toyota Pacifica. I've been trying to get one in the UK for about 3 years now.
Oh yeah.
Chrysler, yeah, they got one. It looks like you're in a G7
Wow.
super, like super jet, private jet. I got one
Yeah.
similar. I wanted that one. Listen, that car. Sorry, I know I'm diverting. It's got a built-in Hoover. You can take a Hoover out to Hoover inside the car. How clever is that? Anyway, carry on. Sorry, I need to. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, and they said the car kept passing like 6 times, and the father saw it on the camera and everything.
Wow.
So it's like, wow, it's already happening. That's why I told my mom I need to go Best Buy now. I need to go take my computer.
This is
before
another
this
one too.
happens.
Let me see.
Yeah, there's two. That's
Mother
what-
speaks out after
Mhm.
near kidnapping caught on camera. Hold on, let me share this one.
And the father speaks out on the other one. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, I only like show like the news. I don't show
Mhm.
anybody else's videos ever because those are the ones that get you in trouble.
No, I think the news reporter said that the father spoke out. Something that he
No,
saw it
no,
on his
no,
security camera.
right. No, what I'm saying is I don't show other people's videos because
Uh-huh.
those are the ones that get you in trouble. You
Yeah, I
have to show
know.
like the ones from the news.
I
All right, here
know.
we go. Look at this
Okay.
craziness right here. Where is it? Hold on. Come on now,
Wow.
silly thing. You don't even want to listen. There we go. Okay.
Morning, as kids across the country head back to school, a warning for parents everywhere.
I heard screaming and I thought, and I could hear commotion outside.
You see in this door camera video first obtained by ABC affiliate WFAA, the moment apparent kidnappers tried to take a group of 9-year-old boys. Gina Skolnick, the mother of 2 of the boys, telling us her kids were having a play date at her house when 2 vehicles pulled up near them. Her son Zachary sounding the alarm.
So we get onto the sidewalk and we try to skip past, and I hear the drivers telling my friends to get into their car.
The boys taking off, running and screaming.
I was the first one at the door screaming, someone's trying to kidnap us. Someone's trying to kidnap me!
Moments later, you see someone in a white t-shirt and shorts get out of a white SUV running after her son Jonathan. Jonathan says the man was calling to him, trying to lure him into the SUV.
He said, there's a football player in the back of the car. And then he said, get in the back of the car. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't have the change. And I ran away.
The suspect noticing Skolnick with a cell phone camera in her hand, leaving the scene, but not before she was able to get a picture of the license plate. And just miles away earlier that morning, another near kidnapping caught on camera. In this security video, you see a teenage girl hiding behind a neighbor's car, trying to avoid being taken by a man. That car belongs to Shane Burke, who says the teenager came to his door for help.
She said that somebody that she didn't know had been following her, kind of gawking at her, staring at her, making her feel uncomfortable. She was extremely shook up.
Experts encouraging parents to talk to their kids about safety as a new school year begins.
Children should be very wary of strangers that are in a car approaching them. We know that the vast majority of attempted abductions and successful abductions use a vehicle. We know that the perpetrators are using the same lures, like asking for directions, looking for a lost puppy, or having candy. And so parents need to be talking to their children about identifying these risky situations and knowing how to avoid them.
The brothers with a message to other children.
Just scream. We were very lucky and we're very grateful.
And authorities are still searching for the suspects in both of those cases. Police say there's no reason to think the two are related. And as for us parents, there's some things we need to keep in mind as we send our kids back to school. First, no names on backpacks. You don't want a stranger to be able to call your child's name and confuse them. And be careful how much information you're sharing about your kids on social media. Avoid posting those cute pictures with the boards sharing your child's age, school, and grade. They're cute, but they also give a lot of information.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys are quite lucky over there. And I'll tell you for why. We get this happening quite a lot in England. Well, you know, in the United Kingdom. And they'll say about a child, if you're lucky, only in a local paper, that a child was nearly abducted by 2 men at, say, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, broad daylight.
Wow.
And they go out of the car, they try to snatch the child. Or in town, you could have been in a town centre, and somebody comes up and tries to walk away with a 3-year-old in the afternoon. They never put a description ever, and they don't. Do you know what I mean? It's daylight. It's in the daylight. No description of clothes or ethnicity or anything that can help identify and minimise. Yeah, and they don't talk about it like you guys are doing there. That TV station. That never happens here.
Yeah, it's very rare. We actually get actual license plates and footage. It's very rare. When your child goes, it's goodbye, basically.
Yeah.
Because that you never know what happens. That's it. The child's in the car and gone.
And we got about you guys over there. We got cameras everywhere, you know, like for bus lanes and stuff like that. People got door cams, people got CCTV, and the police are just too lazy to go and check. Say like a child said, "Yeah, a guy in a dark blue van, and it was like this and like that." They can't go and check the CCTV. They can check the number plate. We got a thing called ANPR, automatic number plate recognition, dotted around all the in and outs of the towns. So you can find out when people went, and there's so much laziness. It really is. It's not just for these kids. Don't just get. We get lots of kids go missing a year here. It's not just for perverted, sick, twisted people. It's for things like organ harvesting as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So, wow.
When I was younger, situation like this happened to me. I'm not gonna be able to tell you what year it was, but I was younger. When I was in California, and what happened was this guy, I was on the school bus. I saw the car behind the school bus. I didn't think anything of it. I just saw that the car, there was a car back there, but it ended up being the same car that followed me, trying to follow me home, like towards my house, actually. But I went to my friend's house and I knocked at the door and I said, "Hey, this guy's following me." Literally, I was like, "Oh, hell no." So when I took off over there, I'm so glad, because when I went in there, it took them a few seconds, but they left afterwards. I never seen them again. So I knew that it could have been a situation of way back when they were doing it, but it wasn't out there like it is now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know if he was coming to get me, kidnap me, or what he was going to do, but he was in a white car with tinted windows. I can tell you that much.
That was just like that car we saw.
That's the crazy part. When they get white cars, tinted windows, I'll be like, I'm going around there. So go ahead.
They're going to be snatching behind the kids with the rags. You know, that stuff that knocks you out.
Yeah. Chloroform.
Yeah.
Yes. What were we going to say, Buddha, before I said that?
Oh, I forgot already.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I do that too. I'll forget. That's why I have to say something. If I don't say it, I'll be like, "What was I talking about?" But yeah. So that right there tells you it's been going on for years. It's just getting more out there. It's the more information is coming out. Like you got social media, you got the news people talking about it. Where with me, I was like, I took off. I didn't call the cops or nothing, but I knew that once they left, I went on home. I walked on home. But I was by myself, so I don't do the by myself thing anymore. That's scary.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when I was younger. Now I don't care, because if they come get me out and come for me, I'll be like, "Oh, you coming for me? Come on, let's go, come on!" Just so they can think I'm crazy enough to just never mind, she's crazy. Yeah, that part. It's crazy out there. It's very crazy out there.
The plate. What's up, the plate?
Yeah, I call him Dub. Dubs.
Yeah, Dubs.
I'm going to drop down for about 20 minutes, guys. I've got to do something here. I'll call back in a little while. I've still got the link. I'll let you know.
If I'm not in here, if you want to come back later, we can. But right now, I have to go and do some cooking and stuff. But
I gotta go cook.
I made like a homemade curry. It's been in a slow cooker for about 7 hours.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's got like a sagaloo and chicken and vegetables and honey and fruit and loads of stuff.
Yeah, I'm about to make some chicken with gravy, corn on the cob, and rice.
That's what I had last night. I put a chicken in. I had half left, so I just made potatoes and I used the carrot juice and potato juice and a bit of juice from the chicken to make a nice gravy and stuff like that. my boy ate all of it. He said, "That's lovely." Before he's going, "Oh, Dad, I want to have a pizza." I said, "No, we're having a proper meal. I'm going to cook us a meal." And then afterwards, I said, "Got any left?" He goes, "No, I ate it all." I said, "No, I thought you wanted pizza." Anyway, all right, guys. If I don't see you later, peaceful and good evening.
You know, I'll be here tomorrow. If I'm not here later, I'll be here tomorrow. You know that.
Have a
And
good
everyone
evening.
look after all yourselves. No one else will. It's us and only us. Remember that.
You
Take
will.
care.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
When he says 3, 2, 1, he is gone. He does not like go back or nothing. He just be like, I'm gone, and he's gone. He just leaves. So what'd you say you have to go do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go cook also.
Yeah, I'm gonna make.
3.
I was thinking about making potato salad, but I don't know if I want to do potato salad. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and make the gravy
And I
with the
just
rice.
ate a salad. Yeah.
Ooh,
I might
haven't
just
eaten
eat
yet.
fruit. I make quinoa, kale, and cherry tomatoes.
He says, "I'm great, Buddha. Just waiting for Fortnite." Well, you getting ready to game?
No.
Dub? No, Dub is saying he's waiting for Fortnite, so he must be getting ready to play a game.
Probably, yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't play.
Buddha, I just had 141 people in here. I don't know where they came, and then like 30, 40 minutes later, they were gone. I mean, quick as they came. As quick as they came, they all together. Just shoot, gone.
Why? What
Gone.
happened?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Quinoa, kale, cherry tomatoes, jasmine rice, and maybe
that sounds
bison
good.
or turkey cutlet.
That sounds good.
That's why I'm waiting for it to ban me, he said. Huh? Oh, to ban you?
Oh, unbanned him.
Oh,
He's probably banned
unban.
from playing the video game because sometimes
Why?
the companies will ban you. Yeah, they do. They ban you when you do stuff on your gaming. Yeah,
Oh.
they do. They ban you. It's like, wait, I paid for all this and then you're gonna ban me? What the heck is that? What do you mean you're gonna ban me for what? Why am I being banned?
Well, stop doing bad stuff, Dubs.
Right, yeah, do the right thing. Look, there you go, you guys, instead of the other one. But yeah, so go ahead, get the cooking, and I gotta get the cooking. I gotta go and I got the thighs thawing out. Girl, the thigh is so much better. I usually eat white meat, right? But the thighs have more flavor. So I cut all the fat off and then I cook it, and then I put my seasoning. I put my seasoning as I cook it, of course. And then, baby, it comes out so good. Make my own gravy now. I don't even worry about buying a packet of gravy because I learned how to make it myself.
It made me want to call my mama to get chicken. So she can give me some chicken so I can cook it. Because I put ginger, turmeric, garlic, and I put a little bit of salt on it. But I put a lot of turmeric. And then I put it in the oven.
Yeah.
And it comes out like good. Mad good.
I have a question for you. The ginger, before you get off, ginger. What is going on with that? That stuff is hot.
The ginger,
it will burn your tongue off.
Nah, it's good. Maybe because you're putting a little too much.
Maybe.
Because if it has the kick that strong, I'm used to it already. But if the kick is too strong for you, I put ginger, turmeric, and lemon.
Okay.
So if anything, you might want to like put a little bit of ginger. What are you doing? Taking shots?
No, okay, so I was making, what was it I was doing? I was making the water and lemon and Kanye. You look at me, Kanye. Jesus. Red pepper, the cayenne pepper. I say Kanye. I did not say Kanye. Never mind on that one. What do we think of? I'm not gonna answer that. I don't know.
I need to go to Chick-fil-A, he said. The plate.
You're gonna go to Chick-fil-A? Okay, go get you some Chick-fil-A. But basically, the cayenne pepper. I say Kanye.
Well, the cayenne pepper is what burns your tongue.
But before I even put the cayenne look, I'm gonna say Kanye again. The cayenne pepper wasn't. I didn't even put it in yet. I did just the ginger, and I was like,
Okay.
what? That stuff is hot. It's just like having what they call it, wasabi.
Yeah, I make ginger, turmeric, and then I put the 2 shots in there of ginger and lemon, and then the other one is turmeric and black pepper. And I pour it in there, and then the rest I fill it with water, and then I mix in the blender, chop it all up, and it comes out like a little mushy thing. So that I put the cup and I put the strainer over it, and then I squeeze out all the juice. That's how I make it. I make four cups of it, the Ventis from Starbucks. I make 4 of that, and then I put hot water, and then I pour like maybe half a cup, because I have another cup of hot water that I just refill, because when it gets real strong, it needs more hot water.
What do you think of pineapple?
Pineapple's good.
With the ginger and the lemon. What do you think on that flavor? Do you
try
think
it.
that'll taste good?
Yeah, you
Because
can try
I
that
went,
too.
I got me a blender that God bless told me about, and I got it. It's a Ninja blender, and I want to go ahead and do the I want to add the ginger in there because I know that ginger has a lot of good nutrition, nutrition value, right? Hey, Donkey, how you doing? Yeah, so I wanted to try that, but I didn't want to
chop
I didn't want to
roots?
waste it, huh? No,
Does
it's
it-
actually gingers. It's the actual ginger, and I have to cut it and
Yeah, you take off the
grate it.
skin. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Take off the skin. But
Yeah.
does the blender chop it?
Yes, it does all that. It does the ice and everything. So you can make smoothies, ices. You can make smoothies, ices, and shakes and slushes like that. That's what you can make in there. Yeah.
Because I ordered Hamilton ice crusher for trending, and it broke. It
Are you
broke.
serious?
So I said, "Oh, that's cheap
Oh,
shit."
man.
I was like, "Send it." I was like, "I'm gonna call Amazon," because they were telling her that she has to take it to them and then she has to pay. I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "That's boy BS."
Okay,
I was
so
like, "Let me call."
I have a actually it's not expensive at all. She wants to make like the crushed ice, right? Like this what they call it, shave ice, or is it like ice
Well,
crushed?
I bought her a blender called Tokyo, and it comes with an ice tray. So I told her only use the ice in that tray. So she said,
It's
"Okay."
probably a certain size only, right? It's probably
Yeah,
a certain
yeah, because that shade, the shaved ice, that's real hard. She fills up bags and then she puts it in the freezer, and that's
Yeah.
the ice. That's too hard.
Yeah, I have a ice shaver. It makes icy, like the what they call those cups, the
Snow cones.
snow cones. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have one of those. I've had it for a minute, and girl, it does not break. I didn't pay a lot of money on it either. I got it from Amazon, and it's nice. I love it.
Damn, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I ordered her the other one from Amazon, and then
So
they
you ordered
switched it.
another one.
Yeah, they switched on Amazon. So
Oh, they did do it then.
yeah, because it was on sale. Yeah, they had to, because I just bought it.
That's crazy that they think that somebody got to go through all them hassles. They should have just sold the right thing and where it doesn't break. Doggone it, period.
Yeah, and then they went and picked it up, and I told my mom, "What is a good blender? Is a Ninja a good blender?" She was like, "No, no, no." I was like, "Hamilton." She was like, "Hamilton Beach is very good." She's like,
Hamilton
"I had
Beach
one
is a
for
good
5
product.
years."
Yeah, Hamilton Beach is definitely a good product.
Yeah,
But
she had-
I like the Ninja because the Ninja has a faster blade. They have faster blades. Like the turning is faster. They
yeah,
have more
she
watts on them.
she switched one. I think it was a Ninja because she didn't want me to get cut cleaning it. So now we have a Blend Tech.
Blend Tech, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It does everything. So
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. I like something that does a lot. So that way it's not just one item that does that one item. No. Like I have right now, I have a pressure cooker. It does everything. It makes yogurt, rice, it does
wow.
porridge. Yeah, porridge. It does soup, stew. It cooks the meat. You can fry up the meat in there. I mean, it does everything. I make my gumbo in there. I make my my chitlins. When I make chitlins, I cook it in there, and it cooks it so fast. Like my red beans, it usually takes like 4 hours on the stove.
Yeah.
Girl, that pressure cooker will wear it out in 40 minutes. Done. Perfect. Perfect beans. Perfect beans. So
It's
that
called
one is amazing.
pressure cooker.
It's a pressure cooker / everything else. It's it's by Instapot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love it, and I got it for a great deal. It was like $100 and something, but they messed up on my order and they didn't send my product like they were supposed to, so they gave me a credit. I ended up paying like, I think it was like $30 something for that.
Not
30
bad.
something. I would have to look it up again, but I'm pretty close to sure it was $30 something by the time I got done. By the time they got done giving me my credits, because you know how they give you the promotion code, the promotion amount of money on your account on your
Yeah.
Amazon, but you could only get like Amazon products. Thank God this one was, because it went right to the promotional. It took it off. I was like, yeah, hello. Perfect.
Hey, Donkey for life. He said he just got back to his cabin. He's doing good.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad. You got to say hello to other people too, Donkey, not just you new. I have somebody up on the panel with me. Her name is Buddha. Say hello to Buddha. Don't be rude.
All right, so you gonna be back at what time?
I might, if I don't come back today, and I'll definitely get back tomorrow at 11 a.m. I've been doing it at 11 a.m. I started at 10, but I started back at, I went in and did it at 11, so that people in the Pacific, if they want to come, like in Cali or somewhere over in the west side of the world, they want to come. It's not like they have to wake up out of their sleep and miss anything, so they could just come in at 9. That's a good time for them.
At night? Or in
Like
the
together.
morning?
No, in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the morning. At night, I either go to D Truth's live. I'm all either on his panel or together, or D Truth.
Oh no.
Okay, Wolfpack people. These are my Wolfpack family, and that'll be D Truth, Armando, Together, Ms. Media, which Ms. Media. She doesn't go on. She hasn't done her lives yet, but I'm waiting for her to do her live so we can join the panel. With the Wolfpack Angels, we do like a kind of go around the, like we call it. Look, I call it around the world, but it's actually around just the Wolfpack family. Then we go up on the panels. We go to their own. They'll literally leave us on the panel and leave us there by ourselves. And we just talk about all kinds of stuff, news. We laugh, we giggle. It's fun. You got to go, girl. You got to see how we do. We clown a lot, but it's been a minute since we came back, so we got to come back, y'all. Come on, let's bring back the angels. Let's not let them fall apart. All right. So I know you got to go cook. I got to go cook. I appreciate you coming up. Anytime you want to come up, you're welcome.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Oh, of course. Anytime. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. You too, babe. You too. Bye, babe. All right, you guys. You guys have a great day. I got to go cook. I got a few things to do around the house. And I appreciate y'all coming. Y'all have a great, great, safe day. And like I always say, my thoughts, my opinion. And you ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a great evening, or a great day, I should say.